with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
No, he took Michael Thomas out the pictures. He seen that play I was looking for. He took him out.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try and
let's go, Melvin Gordon, touchdown. Go ahead, Juan, join the broadcast.
Touchdown, Chargers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their own.
800.
The point after is good. And it's now.
Oh, Killer, let Drake come back.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Killer don't know no better.
20, as his guys will set up shop at the 23.
I gotta stop D-Hop. I stopped D-Hop. I'm good. No, matter of fact, not D-Hop. McCaffrey.
Watson will bring up the Texans.
You ain't got McCaffrey, so I ain't tripping. You ain't got
their own 23. Naeem Hines, his first carry. 2 yards.
I do. I only like him because he got the ball at the backfield. That's why. He's a bell out.
Teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while.
What I tell you, I told him he was gonna come back. I told him.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins.
I knew D-Hop was gonna get the ball. I had a feeling.
10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first
Make sure y'all join the broadcast.
Charles,
just make sure.
Here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you'd gotten to stop it? It would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know. I mean,
we got Tyler Eifert. Yeah, his day's over with.
You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice.
I know who Naeem Hines is. Dre had me for.
When they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back.
Killer one.
Let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Coming.
On second and 11 now. Watson. He sets to fire deep.
Coming.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins. 67 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with him. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there, let him go get it.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
I let him score with D-Hop, man. I'm pissed.
Oh, yeah, man. This nigga was calling timeout like an ass.
The Charger drive about to get going. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They do a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
I see what you're doing. Double team.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand.
You know that run ain't going to work,
the interception.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Better pass.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I see the run coming.
On second down.
That's why I knocked his head off. Come on.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game.
Here come a pass to D-Hop.
The better linebackers at reading
Here come a pass to D-Hop.
Stop before it turns into something big.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Back to throw, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use the spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all it does is hurt you.
Have to
Let's go. That run game not going to work.
There they could not. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. These two teams all tied after
He ain't the same no more. This a run formation. This a run.
On second down now. It's Hines, and the running lane's non-existent.
He's taking a field goal, Montana.
As they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
How I want to do this.
So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, Watson. Got his man, it's Eifert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Charger 16.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to do.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts,
Come
right?
on.
If they're smart, they do.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
What's up with Jam and
back
CJ
to
game?
about the 19-yard line.
All right.
The Charger drive about to get going.
This man said force one.
There is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards.
You like that? You like that? You like that? Yeah. Yeah.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try the right side this time. Here with Gordon. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
I'm going to make sure Luke Kiki don't touch him. I'm going to make sure he don't touch
Sometimes
me.
you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
It's about to be one of them games. It's about to be one of them games. A1 is about to be one of them games, man. I gotta pull some out my bet. It's about to be one of them games. Martell know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Gets fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
I could have scored right there.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this route.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Watson now to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Off play action. Love. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Love gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 20-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Hines. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. They run again with Hines. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now Watson. And able to find Kirk complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. To throw is Watson. And if it goes, man, it's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Tyler Eifert there to make the grab. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
That's so good. Come on. Let me see, how should I attack this defense?
The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Gordon. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Love. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Take it in at the 22. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Now it's Hines. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Step. 19. Get it towards down. He's coming. Alert.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. Open man is QT, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Got 21, didn't kill it. They tried to go for a 2-point, missed it.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Here's Watson. Buying time this left, but he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
I told you he moved funny. That's why I like that shit. I said it to you, yo, the dude moves funny. You say your word, he's just the lead.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. Flushed out right. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Back now in Houston, it's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will extend their lead even
Anything
further.
impossible.
So it's 3 more
Anything
points,
impossible.
and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
I don't know what I do to him. You know what I did to him in the 4th quarter. I'm about to come back on him, so relax. Something that you can't do.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
I beat you in this league, though.
The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just
What was the score, though? What was the score?
You got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field.
21-0. Stop.
Punter. Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Looking to throw. Love. Thomas has got it. Complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just let him lead the game out that way.
Stop playing Michael Thomas.
He's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun. Love. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to air this thing out deep for 10. And this is caught. And
you know who that is, Montana.
You
know who that is.
Touchdown. Michael Thomas, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
That's Mike Thomas, man. Still the best receiver.
And that will get him one closer. Now after the touchdown,
game ain't over
here's
yet.
Pinheiro to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
All I gotta do is get that ball back, and I'll be good. Get another touchdown. Excuse me. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there. Keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Motion, motion, motion. 44's Mike, 44's Mike. Check, check. Ready? Check, 37.
Yep, bring them back over. Come on.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Got an open man. It's QT. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Go ahead, let him run it up. Go ahead, I want him to.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Something that you can't do, right?
They stay on the ground again. It's Hines, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, Worm. Mind your business. Mind your business. Mind your business, Worm. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
And he has it. What a catch. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 24-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
No, it ain't. Don't say that. No, it ain't.
So it's Texans football as we
What you mean by 100? Like losing games?
No doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes
yes.
and escape with a win. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Texans push further out in front. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake. Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. On 4th down, Love under pressure again, and down he goes again. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory.
Let's get off the field. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Minus 54. Minus 54. Let's go one more. Check 26, check 26. 26-14.
Throwing now, Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 and the 16-yard line. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation. They'll keep it on the ground. Hines, and he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. So Houston going to come away here with the victory.
Good game.
And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. It's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play.
I do the plan too. Make 4th quarter comeback. You know.